What's up, folks? It's the Sportsbook Killa UFC Qatar this Saturday. It's a pretty decent fight card, man. It's going to be some very interesting fights for sure. My last week report card for UFC 322. My strong bets I was 5-1, so I was at 83%. My strong prop bets I was at 9-1, so I was at 90% with those. So it was a phenomenal it was a phenomenal night. I think for everybody that was following this channel did really well. Let's get to UFC Qatar. We had a few fight changes. I'm gonna try to ad lib those because I'm pretty familiar with the Cortes-Acosta and Shamil Gaziev situation. So let's get to the fights. UFC Qatar. We're gonna start with the main event, the men's lightweight division. Arman Tsarukyan going up against Dan Hooker. Arman Tsarukyan boxes out of the orthodox stance. He has a good left jab. It's KO power. It's great wrestling, great ground game, great takedowns. He did beat Charles Oliveira by split decision, and he also beat Beneil Dariush by knockout. Dan Hooker, he can fight out of either stance. Orthodox, southpaw, doesn't matter to him. He's on a 3-fight win streak right now. He is a pressure fighter. He has good boxing. He's a hard puncher too, believe it or not. And he did beat Matthias Gamrot by split decision, and he beat Jalen Turner by split decision as well. And Dan Hooker, he has a strong chin and great cardio. Now, he was knocked out by Arnold Allen, and he was submitted by Islam Makhachev. And Makhachev submitted him in the first round. With this fight, there's no way I'm going against Arman Tsarukyan against Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker keeps having these close fights, these split decision fights, and I think he should have lost them. I'm going to say both of them. I think he should have lost both of them. But they keep giving him these decisions. But I think against Arman Tsarukyan, his luck going to run out. Tsarukyan is going to take it to him. The only problem I have with Arman Tsarukyan is he tends to fade late in the fight. So fourth and fifth round, I'm in trouble. But first through, I say round 1 through round 2.5. I say round 2.5. Yeah, about the 2.5 mark of the third round is when he gonna really start to fatigue. Hopefully he'll have the fight over with by then. Hopefully. So Arman Tsarukyan is gonna be my guy. It's gonna be one of my strong picks, and I'm also gonna take the -5.5 spread because I think he may get a submission here or a knockout. And I'm also gonna take the over 1.5 round prop, but I'm gonna take the under 4.5 round prop on this one. So that'll be the pick. Tsarukyan might right now he's a 5.5 to 1 favorite. So I'm gonna take him money line, but I'm also taking -5.5 spread. And like I say, over 1.5 rounds and under 4.5 rounds. Next fight, we get the men's welterweight division. Everybody's waiting on this. Belal Muhammad is going up against Ian Machado Garry. Belal Muhammad is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. He has good wrestling, no question about that. And he applies constant pressure on his opponents. He has great cardio. He did beat Sean Brady by TKO, and he beat Leon Edwards by unanimous decision. I'm just irritated by the way he fought and lost to Jack Della Maddalena. Ian Machado Garry, he's a judo black belt. He's a versatile striker. He has good takedown defense, great cardio, strong chin. You can test it. Go back and look at the MVP fight, and you'll see he got hit clean by MVP. And he stayed on his 2 feet. So I got to give him his props on that. He beat Carlos Prates. So that's a huge feather in his cap. He beat MVP, and he also beat Jeff Neal. He lost to Shavkat Rakhmonov, but that ain't a bad loss. Shavkat's a beast. So in this fight, I got to go Ian Machado Garry. I wish I knew that Belal Muhammad would come out and fight like he fought against Sean Brady and Leon Edwards. Then I would go with Belal. But I don't know. And I got to go off what I've been seeing. And when he got in there against Jack Della Maddalena, his wrestling just didn't show up that day. So Ian Machado Garry, even if Belal Muhammad's wrestling does show up, Ian Machado Garry has really good takedown defense. He does. He works on it. He works on it. That guy does not like to lose. So I got to go with him. But I'm going to take one parlay and put Belal Muhammad in plus 3.5 spread because I don't think Ian Machado Garry smokes him. I think Belal Muhammad should still be able to win at least one round. I do think that. I would be surprised if Garry just completely shut Belal Muhammad down and won 3 straight rounds. If he does, okay, I win. Good. But if Belal Muhammad gets one round or it's 29-28 on all judges' scorecards, close, then I hit on both tickets. So I'm going to take Ian Machado Garry minus 250 money line. I'm going to take Belal Muhammad plus 3.5 spread. And I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop in this one. I can see this fight going to a decision, no doubt. Next fight. We got the men's light heavyweight division. Volkan Oezdemir going up against Alonzo Menifield. This is going to be a banger. Volkan Oezdemir, this guy boxes out of the orthodox stance. His career has made a major change now. They done breathed new life into this man back at the All-Stars gym down in Stockholm, Sweden. Coach Muhammad got him clicking on all cylinders. He's looking good. Ozdemir's looking good. He throws some good leg kicks. He's a pressure fighter. He has good KO power. He has a strong chin. Carlos Ulberg hit him clean quite a few times, and he remains standing. Now, Oezdemir did knock out Johnny Walker, and he subbed Bogdan Guskov. So he lost to Carlos Ulberg, no question, by unanimous decision, but he was giving Ulberg some work now. Yeah, Ulberg, it wasn't no cakewalk for Ulberg. Now, Alonzo Menifield, this guy boxes out of the orthodox stance. He has KO power. You saw that when he fought Dustin Jacoby, he knocked Dustin Jacoby from pillar to post in that fight. He has some hard calf kicks. He throws some wild hooks. He doesn't throw much. He don't do much jabbing. He don't do a whole lot of jabbing, and he has poor cardio. But he did pull off the upset and beat Omar Sy by unanimous decision. Then he turned, and then he lost to Azamat Mirzakhanov too. Yeah, Mirzakhanov knocked him out, and Carlos Ulberg knocked him out. Ulberg went to a decision with Oezdemir, but he knocked out Menifield. This fight right here, the only thing I don't like about these two guys is neither one of them set up their power with a jab. They have incredible punching power, but no jab to set it all up. In this fight, if I got to go with somebody, I got to go with Volkan Oezdemir. I have to. Right now, he's a minus 238 favorite. I got to go with him. Because Menifield, once Menifield gets tired, it's pretty much a wrap. But he'll push himself now for the first 2 rounds. He'll push himself. But in that 3rd round, he goes into survival mode. Now, understand something. I'm going to bet Oezdemir, but I'm also smart enough to know that Alonzo Menifield or Oezdemir are always just one punch away from knocking their opponent out. If they land the right hook, they can put anybody out. I don't care who it is. These guys can hit. So no matter who I bet on, the opponent does have a chance to knock out who I bet on. So I'm going to go with the under 2.5 round prop. But I got to go with Oezdemir because Oezdemir has been in there with some killers as far as competition goes. So I got to go with him on this one. And like I said, under 2.5 round prop. Next fight. Let's see who we got. We got the men's welterweight division. We got Jack Hermansson going up against Myktybek Orolbai. Jack Hermansson boxes out of the orthodox stance. He has a good left jab, hard calf kicks, good takedown defense, good takedowns. It's a good ground game. He lost to Gregory Rodriguez. Oh, man, Gregory Rodriguez knocked him out cold. And he also lost to Roman Dolidze. Dolidze got the TKO over him. He beat Joe Pyfer, though, by unanimous decision. He beat Joe Pyfer and he beat Chris Curtis by unanimous decision. Myktybek Orolbai, he trains over at Team Alpha Male. He boxes out of the orthodox stance. He's a pressure fighter. He has good takedowns, a good ground game. He's a hard puncher with good cardio. He beat Uros Medic, and he also beat he submitted Uros Medic, and he beat Elvis Brenner by unanimous decision. In this one, Jack Hermansson, I believe, is a really good grappler, wrestler. He's good. He's good. I remember when Khamzat Chimaev first came to the UFC, and he was grappling with Jack Hermansson, and they were kind of going back and forth there. Not saying he's as good as Khamzat, but I'm just saying he was holding his own in there. So I can't imagine Myktybek Orolbai just taking Jack Hermansson down and dominating him, especially since Jack Hermansson's coming down to welterweight. Hermansson's going to look huge in there. I got to go with Jack Hermansson in this one and hope he doesn't get knocked out. But I'm going to go with Jack Hermansson, but I ain't going to take him straight up money line. Right now, his money line is plus 210. I'm going to take the plus 3.5 spread and take Jack Hermansson. And I'm also going to take the over 1.5 round prop. That's what I'm going to do. I just need Jack to win 1 round. I don't need him to win the whole fight. But Orolbai, it wouldn't surprise me if he lost this fight here. It really wouldn't. His wrestling just isn't that strong from what I'm seeing. His wrestling isn't that strong. He hasn't beaten a lot of big name opponents. You know, he hasn't beaten a lot of big name opponents. So I gotta go with Jack Hermansson. Let me get my lights back. Next fight, we got let me see who we got. Sergey Spivak going up against. Oh nah, this the fight that got changed. This the men's heavyweight division. We got Waldo Cortes-Acosta going up against Shamil Gaziev. Let me give you Shamil Gaziev first. Shamil Gaziev, he boxes out of the orthodox stance. He's a hard puncher. He's a pressure fighter. Good takedowns, good ground game. He has a fast lead right that he likes to throw. He has good takedown defense. His boxing's rather weak, and he has poor cardio. But he did beat Martin Boudet by TKO, and he beat Thomas Peterson by TKO. Waldo Cortes-Acosta, I don't even need notes to talk about this guy. I've been watching Sosa Boy fight for a while. His boxing's on point. His boxing is really on point. I like the way he boxes. And it's going to be hard for Gaziev to beat Sosa Boy. It is. If I had to bet, as a matter of fact, I got to sprinkle something on Sosa Boy. Yeah, I got to. Yeah, I bet on him last week. The UFC 322, he won me some money. I'm going to stay with him. Because Gaziev doesn't have the cardio, and he doesn't have the boxing skills to deal with Cortes-Acosta, and he doesn't have real good takedowns. He can take a fighter down, but Cortes-Acosta has proven to have really good takedown defense. So I got to go with Waldo Cortes-Acosta over Shamil Gaziev in this one. Yeah, I do. And I'll be taking the over 1.5 round prop because Sosa Boy, and I'll probably take the over 2.5 round prop too. Because Sosa Boy, his fights normally last a while, except when he get mad and knock a guy out like he did after that eye poke his last fight. But other than that, he usually take his time and just outboxes his opponent. So I'll take the over 1.5 and over 2.5 round prop on that one. Next fight, we get the men's flyweight division. Tagir Ulanbekov going up against, how do I say his name? Kyoji Horiguchi. Ulanbekov is currently on a 4-fight win streak. He's a Dagestani fighter, so the guy has good wrestling chops. He had a good left jab. He's a versatile striker. He has great takedowns, too. He has a great ground game, no question. Really good ground game. If you get him on his back, he can get back up. I like the way this guy wrestles. Kyoji, this guy, he boxes mostly out of the orthodox stance. Sometimes he'll start out in southpaw, but I think he's most comfortable in the orthodox stance. He throws a quick left jab. He's a fast, versatile striker, very elusive. He's in and out quick. He has quick takedowns, a good ground game, great cardio. He did recently beat Sergio Perez in their rematch. So, you know, he showed some skills in that. He showed quick takedowns. He showed just quick movement in and out, in and out. This guy, he's good. He's good, no question. But in this one, I mean, he's just coming back to the UFC after all these years. He's been over in Rising and Bellator. Now he's coming back and he's going to fight Tagir Ulanbekov. Ulanbekov been training with Habib Nurmagomedov and Umar Nurmagomedov, all those guys. Man, I'm going with Ulanbekov. Yeah, I'm going with Ulanbekov, no question. Right now, he's only a 2-1 favorite. Yeah, Ulanbekov's the pick for me. And I'll take the over 1.5 and the over 2.5 round prop in this one. Next fight. In the men's flyweight division, Alex Perez going up against Almabayev. Alex Perez boxes out of the orthodox stance. He has good boxing, a good left jab, good takedown defense. He has good wrestling. He did lose to Davison Figueiredo, and he also lost to Pantoja, Alejandro Pantoja. He lost to Muhammad Mokaev, and he also lost to Tatsuro Taira. All of those guys are top-notch elite fighters. Let's be real. And most all of them had an issue wrestling with this guy. This guy has good wrestling. Alex Perez can wrestle. Almabayev, he boxes out of the orthodox stance. He has good boxing. He throws fast kicks. He has good takedowns and a good ground game. He has great cardio. And he did lose recently to Menifield. Menifield just dominated him. Wasn't even nothing to talk about. Just dominated him. He couldn't get the takedown on Manel Kopp. And I don't want to sit and watch him keep diving, trying to get the takedown on Alex Perez and me yelling at the screen because he can't do it. I'm going to take Alex Perez plus 3.5 spread. I just need Perez to win one round. Almabayev has really good wrestling, but not great wrestling. He comes up, but he goes against some people that he just simply can't take down. And I think this could be one of those situations. And if it is, I'll take a chance and lose, but I'm going to go with the plus 3.5 spread and take Alex Perez. Just give me that one round, Alex. And all those guys that he lost to, he fought Muhammad Mokaev, is a very strong wrestler. And Muhammad Mokaev had a hard time taking Alex Perez down. You can go back and watch the fight if you want to. So Alex Perez plus 3.5 spreads to pick, and I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop in that one. Next fight. We got the men's featherweight division, Bogdan Grad going up against Luke Riley. Bogdan Grad boxes out of the orthodox stance. He's a hard puncher. He throws hard kicks. He's a pressure fighter with a strong chin. He has a good ground game. He recently lost to Muhammad Naimov, which isn't a bad loss. Naimov can fight. And he lost that fight by split decision, too. Luke Riley's coming over from Cage Warriors. This is UFC debut. He trains with Paddy Pimblett and the guys over there. And, everybody know Paddy. Paddy fights a lot better than people thought he did. Luke Riley, he's a hard, versatile striker. He has good cardio. But something stuck out to me when I was doing research on this guy, and that is Mark Goddard has reffed his last 4 fights in a row. I'm just wondering what's up with that. Like, I don't think I've ever saw that before where one ref has reffed one man's fights 4 times in a row like that. That's just weird. But that's what it is. So, Luke Riley's only had 11 fights. And Mark Goddard has reffed 5 of those 11 fights. So almost half his fights have been reffed by one ref. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. And right now he's a minus 265 favorite. Trained with Paddy Pimblett. Look like they might be looking to push him up. Bogdan Grad has shown flashes of genius, and then he's also shown nothing in certain fights. So it's kind of hard to bet on Bogdan Grad. So I'm just in this fight. I'm just going to take the over 1.5 round prop. If you made me bet, of course, I'd probably take Luke Riley because he got all the momentum flowing into this. And why they keep giving this guy Mark Goddard as his ref is just beyond me. Could just be a coincidence. Could be. But it's still just interesting. Last 4 fights, same referee. It's just interesting. But Luke Riley probably would outpoint Bogdan Grad. Probably. So if I was betting, that's probably where I would lean. But I'm just going to take the over 1.5 round prop in this fight. Next fight. We got the men's welterweight division again. Nicolas Dalby going up against, I can never say this guy's name right. Let me take my time. Saygid Izagakhmaev. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to call him Saygid, though. All right, so Nicolas Dalby, everybody know who he is. He can fight, but he's 41 years old now. Nicolas Dalby is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu brown belt, boxes out of the orthodox stance. He's a kickboxing black belt with great cardio. He did lose to Randy Brown and Renat Fakhretdinov. He has good boxing, but he beat Gabriel Bonfim, and he also beat Muslim Solikov. Saygid, this guy can fight you out of either stance. He has KO power, hard calf kicks, good takedowns, good grappling. He has a good ground game. He did lose to Carlston Harris by submission back in 2021. And he's coming over from one championship. Carlston Harris submitted Jeremiah Wells. So, Carlston Harris can grapple, no question. In this one, I hate to bet against a guy that's relatively new to the UFC. I hate to bet against somebody going up against Nicolas Dalby because Dalby has the skills to upset the apple cart for real. But I'm going to take Saygid in this one. I am. He's a minus 340 favorite. I'm going to take Saygid in this one. And he's a Dagestani fighter. So, he going to be on point. He's going to be on point. And I think he's he's 31 years old. Nicolas Dalby, 41 years old, 10-year age difference. He can hit. I got to go with Saygid in this one. I do. And Nicolas Dalby is on like a little bit of a downward spiral. So I'm going to take Saygid to win this one. I'm also going to take the over 1.5 round prop to go with that. Next fight. We got the men's light heavyweight division. Abdul Rakhman Yakayev. Now, Abdul Rakhman, this is his UFC debut. He boxes out of the southpaw stance. He's a pressure fighter. Now, his boxing is weak, real weak. But he does have a strong chin. He has good takedowns and a good ground game. His cardio's poor. You go back and watch his 5-round fight with Kovalenko, and you see his cardio starts to fade. Even in the second round, he looks a little tired. Rafael Sakira, I don't know, whatever his name is, Rafael Sakira, he's currently on a 3-fight losing streak. As a matter of fact, he don't have any wins in the UFC. He's lost his first 3 UFC fights. He lost to Julius Walker by unanimous decision. He lost to Modestas Bukauskas by knockout. He lost to Ibo Aslan by knockout. Now, he can box, though, and he's a hard puncher, but his chin is weak. So I got to go Abdul Rakhman, but the problem is I can't bet on the fight. Rakhman is minus 1450 money line. If you take the minus 3.5 spread, that's minus 900. If you take the under 2.5 round prop, that's minus 900. So it's just no money to be made there. Even though I think Abdul Rakhman wins, there's no money to be made on that one. Next fight, we got the men's bantamweight division. Bekzat Almakan going up against Alexandre Topuria. Almakan, this guy, he's a karate black belt. Boxes out of orthodox stance. He has KO power. Serious KO power. You saw that when he fought Brad Katona. He got KO power. He has weak takedown defense, and he has no ground game. You saw that when he fought Umar Nurmagomedov. He has good cardio, though. I will say that much. Topuria, he's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's brother of Ilia Topuria, of course. He boxes out of orthodox stance. He's a pressure fighter. He has great boxing. I love his boxing. And he has good wrestling, too. He's a hard, versatile striker. He beat Kobe Thickness. Dominated Kobe Thickness, too. And he throws some hard calf kicks. A lot of people like Bekzat in this one. Bekzat's plus 120 underdog. Not me. I'm going with Alexandre Topuria. No question. And here's the reason why. The science behind that is Topuria can box. He can box and he can hit. And Bekzat, if he gets in and he's not winning in the striking, what does he do? He can't take down Topuria, and he certainly can't do anything on the ground against Topuria. And if Topuria is losing in the striking, he just takes him down and dominates him on the ground. Bekzat has no ground game. So Topuria will be my pick, and I'll take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop in that. Next fight, men's middleweight division. Ismail Nadeev going up against Ryan Loder. Ismail Nadeev, he has good boxing. He boxes out of that orthodox stance. He has hard calf kicks, good wrestling, good takedowns, good ground game, good cardio. He did lose to a unanimous decision to Jun Young Park. That ain't a bad loss. Jun Young Park can fight. And he did beat Bruno Silva by a unanimous decision. Ryan Loder trains over at Team Alpha Male. He's a former D1 wrestler. He's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. He has great takedowns, a good ground game. He beat Robert Valentin by TKO, and he lost to Azamat Bakoyev by TKO. He does have good cardio, though. In this one, they too closely matched. If I had to bet, I probably would take Nadeev because Nadeev is the better striker. So I probably would take him in this one. But I'm not going to bet on this one. I'm not even going to take an over-under because both of these guys are really good wrestlers, really good grapplers. The reason I say I would take Nadeev is because if the grappling evens out and they cancel each other out with the grappling, then you got the striking. And I think Nadeev is going to be the better striker. So that's why I would take Nadeev. But I'm going to stay off this fight right here. And good luck with y'all selection on that one. Next fight, we got the men's lightweight division. Naruyo Aliyev going up against Shamrock. Aliyev, this guy has great takedowns, great ground game, boxes out of orthodox stance, has relentless grappling. He beat Rafael Alves by majority decision. He beat Joe Selecki by unanimous decision, and he has decent cardio. Shamrock is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. He's coming over to the UFC from Octagon MMA, so this will be his debut. He has good submissions, good grappling, and good takedowns. In this one, I got to go with Aliyev. Aliyev's 24 years old. The guy looks good in there. Well, for one, he's proven he can beat UFC caliber competition because he's beat UFC fighters before, whereas Shamrock hasn't. He looks good though. He looks good. Octagon MMA, hey, he the man. But we talking about the UFC now. We talking about the bright lights and good and better fighters. So I gotta go with Nuruyo Aliyev. He's a minus 200 favorite right now. I'll go with him, and I'll sprinkle something on it over 1.5 round prop. And I'm actually gonna make Aliyev my one of my strong picks this week. And like I said, I'll take the over 1.5 round prop. Next fight, we got what's my guy, Marek Boileau going up against Denzel Freeman, two UFC newcomers. Marek, this guy is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He has good takedowns, good ground game, and he has good ground and pound from what I saw. Denzel Freeman, he boxes out of the southpaw stance. He has good takedowns. He has serious KO power, and he has a good ground game. He's coming over from LFA. I'm going to take a chance on Denzel Freeman because out of both of these guys, there's not a whole lot of video on these guys, but Denzel Freeman does look like the more athletic of the two. So I'll take Denzel Freeman. He's a minus 205 favorite. And I'll also take the under 2.5 round prop. I'm a little concerned because Marek is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. So I won't be betting heavy on Denzel Freeman. I'll probably put him in one parlay and then put the under 2.5 round prop in another parlay and see what I can get from that. So that's pretty much it, y'all. The best advice I can give you before you get to the window, write down your parlays, write them all up, walk up to the window, already count how much the odds are going to be and everything. Don't get to the machine or get to the window and start guessing because you end up putting one person in your parlays too many times. When you write them down, you can see how many times you got them in there. You can see what the odds are going to be so you know how much you should be betting on each ticket. You know, it's just much easier if you write it down. And then as the fights are going on, you can check each sporting event. So I like to mix. This is how I like to mix my parlays. I go one college football game, one NFL game, and a fight. I might do a fight, over under in a fight, and then an NFL football game. And when I say football game, I might be betting on one quarterback passing for over 180 yards. I might be betting over under, but I'll mix them in there in 2 and 3 pick parlays. I just keep doing that. And if you keep doing it that way, you'll start hitting more consistent if you don't making reasonable bets, not them ridiculous ones, okay? So take your time, write your stuff down, and as the fights are going on and the games are going on, you just check off each one that you win. So before you even go to the cage, you already know which parlays you already hit. You already can look on your sheet and say, okay, I got 10 winning parlay tickets. I'm doing pretty good. You follow me? So good luck this weekend, y'all, and enjoy the fights. I'm going to try to go live for some of those fights on Saturday. If I do, it'll probably be the earlier ones. So I try and go live. Good luck, folks.